what nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Eunuch of Empire chapter 24. But before we get into this final live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba kitty who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked winter anime season in full swing, in which today we're covering Hell's Paradise Jigakuraku. We also cover Soso no Freirin, Jujutsu Kaisen, Madosehi no Slave, Oshinoko, Fire Force, Tune into the Midnight Heart, Vigilante, Boku no Hero Academia Legals, Dead Account, Medalist, and Digimon. And there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, well, because this is the final live reaction for Eunuch of Empire, what we're going to do is we're not going to do a recap. We are just going to go straight into the chapter itself. Then, when we're done with our live reaction, we're going to give our thoughts on the chapter, our thoughts on the chapter as an ending, well, especially considering that this is a act series. And then we're going to give our thoughts on the series itself. So let's get into this chapter and see how this series is going to end. And we're starting off with a very beautiful color page. Court women and eunuchs building a new future hand in hand. God, this is pretty. I'm going to miss this manga. Livu, Emin, I'm here to visit this year again. Oh, Chief JAFAR, the Grand Advisor, is calling for you. I'll be right there, too. JAFAR is all grown up. Just a few more moments, JAFAR. Yes, Your Excellency. Take these with you, as you wish. I'll see you later, JAFAR, sir. Yeah, he seems to be working well here. I appreciate his lack of idle chatter. It's wonderful he was able to... Oh, yeah, that was the guy that killed that fucking bastard. It's wonderful he was able to break free of being that person's puppet. And look at you, a white eunuch, now chief overseeing both the Enderun and the harem. Yay! The Emperor seems to have become quite fond of you. His Majesty is treating me exceedingly well. How is that girl? No, how is the lady doing? Spirited as always, maybe a bit too much. To think that audacious streak of hers would win her the entirety of the Emperor's favor and the position of his wife. Now that a male heir has been secured, the Empire's future is bright. The Empress Dowager is overjoyed as well. Continue watching over both mother and child and their well-being. Of course. Who? Okay, so it's been 2 years already, hasn't it? So this is 2 years later, since the mass witch incident and the previous chief eunuch's attempt to usurp control of the court. Both back then and now your work has been invaluable. You're too kind. You have plans to meet with an old friend today, don't you? As always, you know everything that goes on in this empire. Exactly. And I am a man who keeps his promises. Oh, did he get us? Is he going to reunite with his sister? Go on, eat up now. JAFAR, I always do you go places. And you're as... Oh, that's the bar they went to. And you're as generous as ever, mister. I haven't seen you... Yay, I haven't seen you for a while either, Hassan. Right. Oh, and where's your third guy, Livu? Is that handsome devil still traveling too? I heard he's a long ways away from here. I see. Yeah, he figured it out. Well, enjoy yourselves. I miss Livu. Livu that really sucks about him. Hassan, Livu is, we'll meet again. All three of us. Aww. Yeah, I hope so. Oh yeah, Jafar, I brought someone to join us today. Someone? Who? When I was in the south, a messenger from a certain very important person found me. He gave me information and a job to do. It was thanks to him that I was able to come back here to the capital. It's a sister? Is that a sister? And it was then I met an interesting girl there. Big brother, it's a sister! Yes! Big brother, I'm so glad you found your little sister. I'm so happy! Yay! I'm so glad that his little sister is, that they reunite with his little sister. Thank you, I couldn't be happier, but should the wife of the emperor and mother to the long-awaited male heir really be dilly-dallying around here? Lady Demilla! Oh my god, but it just feels so suffocating in my room. So Demilla? Wow! It manners this etiquette that all the time. Well, it is your job. I honestly still can't believe it. Who would have thought the emperor would take a fancy to you? Seriously, Demilla? Wow! Well, he's a bit of an eccentric after all. But it sure feels great to finally win a Belza for once. Damn! So she says, but Demilla is just as madly in love with His Majesty as well. March! I guess you would know, Lady March. You're the Imperial family's personal doctor now, after all. Wow, that's good. She's not just any plain old doctor, you know. They call her the Imperial Physician. With Lady Primera stepping down as a favorite concubine and now watching over the entire harem as head of the treasury, and Lady Suduka's... Yeah, that fish got expelled! Yeah! And Lady Suduka's expulsion from the harem sure has changed. Oh, Jafar, isn't it almost time? You're right, I have to go see her off. Give her our greetings. You two really aren't coming? We already talked to our heart's content last night. Then I'll be off. Lady Demilla, don't stay out of your room for too long. Sure. Come on, Morch. Eat this and cheer up. Ooh, look at the all the boats setting sail. Lady Elsa, how long do you She's leaving? How long do you intend to be in the Western countries? 5-10 years, perhaps even longer. Have you grown to despise this country that much? A single country, not under a king or a religion, but of the people. That is the wave beginning in the West. So she's going to the U.S. I wish to see it with my own eyes. So, AKA, she's going to the U.S. The current emperor is an upstanding person and has been trying to change this country as well. Reforms of the military, of the tax system, of various other laws. Even the harem has changed with better treatment of the court women and eunuchs. This country can change too. I know it. I want to work with the emperor to change the empire little by little too. I still can't believe the emperor's with Demilla. Holy fuck. Even if they all point their fingers at you for whispering in the emperor's ear for destroying the empire, they know, they will. I know it. But even so, I want things to change because I've seen all the eunuchs and court women who were trampled on. So please, at least write me a letter every so often. Aw, you just don't want me to go, do you? If you don't leave now, you'll miss the ship, liar. You've grown taller. I'll be taller than you soon enough. Aww. Oh, she kissed him! And thus the months and years passed. By the emperor's orders, reforms were enacted with rapid speed and carried out by a faithful eunuch advisor. Though there was a copious pushback both within and from outside the country, the empire grew to enjoy unprecedented prosperity. Jafar the eunuch served as advisor to 3 generations of emperors. Wow! In his later years, the spark of democratization movement were lit, and the 500-year reign of the Antilles Empire came to an end. I would have loved to seen that. Oh my god, I would have loved to seen that. The democratization movement that toppled the empire was supported from the shadows by a certain man and woman. One theory holds that the woman was the formidable leader of a maritime trading nation. Thought to be of the Antilles Empire by birth, letters of her exchanges with powerful figures in the empire remain. Among historians, the prevailing theory of the identity of the man was that of the previously established Jafar the eunuch advisor. Wow! At the same time, he executed the reforms that led to the empire's peak. Trace records were found of his support from behind the scenes for the democratization movement imported from the West. Successive historians would point to the man as the source of the empire's fall. His motives remain unknown. The people called him many names: the eunuch advisor, the bibliomaniac, JAFAR the clever, the ruthless reformer, and the eunuch who destroyed an empire! Holy shit! Thank you to all the readers. Please look forward to Kei Saikawa and Kotaro's show notes next respective works. Dude, I would have loved to see this! Oh my god! Like, we were robbed! We were so robbed! Oh my god, we were so robbed! There was so much potential here. Like, I would have loved to see JAFAR take down the nation, take down the empire. That would have been fucking fire. That arc would have been sick. Oh my god, I would have loved to seen that. I would have loved to seen, like, JAFAR, like, fight back against, I would have loved to seen JAFAR, like, deal with the blowback of trying to enact these reforms. I could have seen this manga become, if it was done correctly, I could have seen this become a kingdom. I really could have. I could have seen this become, like, in terms of politics, kind of become like a kingdom, or an actually, I think it would have been more like an Apothecracy Diaries more than anything else. I could have really seen that happen. I could have, but I gotta wonder. I'm trying to think why this just did. Because I really like this series a lot. I did. I gotta wonder why it didn't resonate with Jump Plus readers. Because I think that's what this manga wanted to be. I think this manga wanted to be like Shueisha's version of the Apothecracy Diaries. That's what I think it wanted to be. I wonder if it maybe there was just not enough romance, or maybe the pacing of the of the mystery of the witch was too slow. I think that probably could have been the case. Yeah, I think that might have been what happened. I think the pacing for this mystery of the witch was a little too slow. I think that was what screwed this manga over, was the witch being a little too slow. Because this, like, it took up the entirety of this manga, which was like what, like at least 20 chapters it took up. Whereas the Apothecracy Diaries, like, a mystery would take up what, like 10 chapters at most? But it's a monthly series on top of that. So I think that's what kind of fucked this manga over, was the pacing. The pacing really screwed this manga over. Because the setup was fantastic. But yeah, I think the pacing really fucked it up. I think and the art was fantastic too. But yeah, everything was set up perfectly. But yeah, but in terms of this chapter as an ending to an act series, I think it was this was definitely one of the better ones. Because we got to see what we were definitely robbed of. Holy shit, we were robbed of some good shit. Oh my god, we were. We were robbed of, like, a democratization. We were robbed of some, like, really good political stuff, too. I would have loved to seen that. Damn, that really fucking sucks. God, like, it says there were copious pushback both within and from outside the country. I would have loved to see, like, this could have been, like, a Kingdom meets Apothecracy Diaries. I would have loved to seen that. I would have loved to seen that. There was so much potential here. So much potential here. Do I think this would have done better in a different... Now, the other question is, do I think this manga would have done better in a different... in a different publication? Well, Young Jump already has Kingdom, so this wouldn't work in... I don't think this would work in Young Jump. I think, in all reality, I think this would have been better as a monthly serialization. I think that would have actually improved the pacing. Because, remember, Apothecary Diaries is a monthly series. And I think if this would have been a monthly series, I think it would have helped the pacing. And it would have, like, shortened this mystery from, like, 20 chapters. It would have cut it from 20 chapters to 10 chapters. I think that would have really helped. In all reality. I'm very curious what you guys think about that. Do I think this could have done better in... I think this could have done better in Kodansha. Maybe it could have done better in Kodansha, like in Weekly Shonen Magazine. It could have. But yeah, I think, like, with this pacing, I think the series just needed to be a monthly. Like Apothecary Diaries. This pacing, that's what killed this series, is this pacing. It really did. It really did. There wasn't enough, the lack of world building really didn't help either. Like, you look at Apothecary Diaries and see how the world building was done in the harem. Actually, there's not as much world building inside the harem for the first few arcs or so. So yeah, I would say that this pacing for this mystery of the witch is what killed this. This should have been done. This mystery about the White Witch and also the eunuch, that should have been done in 10 chapters. That should have been done in 10 chapters and then should have moved on to the next thing. That's what I really think fucked this up. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? And what do you guys think about... First of all, what do you guys think killed this series? Do you guys agree with me that it was the pacing, especially when you look at something like the Apothecary Diaries? And not only that, what do you guys think about this final chapter? And what do you guys think do you guys think that we were completely robbed of some really good shit like I do? Oh my god. There was so much potential here. That really sucks. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more manga content. You wish you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.